going? Happy Friday Eve, friends. Happy Friday Eve. Let's see. Can I find me? I can. Okay, as people are coming on, I'm going to come over here and pin this cat. Let's see. Paste, yes. Oh, I see peeps. Hello, hello. And we will pin. Beautiful. Let me look it out for 1 sec. Sorry, y'all. I gotta do little things over here. As you guys come on, please say hello. Hey, Tracy. Perfect. Now I can see. Yay. Y'all, we're doing great, fine. How's everybody doing? Who else made it through the week? Y'all. Hello, Barbara. I feel like I barely drink anything throughout the day because I'm so busy. Right before I do the live, I'm like, I gotta drink something. Like, I feel parched. Hey, Teresa. Hey, you guys. If you guys did not see, hey, Trina Hall. Earlier today, Sarah was on, the owner of the Wreath Shop, and she was making a super cute little whimsical, actually not that little, whimsical swag. Super cute. Hey, Gracie. Hey, Karen. Hey, guys. Thanks for coming on. I appreciate you. Tina. Friend. Hey, Gracie. Roseanne. Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Right. It's like, that's why I got into this biz, right? I've always loved making stuff. So why not earn some money too? Yeah, the pastels were super cute. So if you did not see it earlier, Sarah, owner of the Wreath Shop, she went live and she did a whimsical pink and blue snowflake swag. Super, super cute. Whites. It kind of plays into, you know, kind of like the candy theme thing, you know, for the pastel colors. Because a lot of people do like the pastels going into Christmas for, they use them for winter. So she did a snowflake swag with two of the metal snowflakes. Super cute. So she was on earlier. So she's been trying to go on more. Y'all know, time just is not our friend. So today, she did a swag, kind of whimsical. So y'all know, if you guys have been watching me, if you're not, my name is Sonia Thompson. I'm the owner of the Red Rustic Rose, and I collab here with the Wreath Shop on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I love making grapevines. I make all kinds of stuff, Carol. Hi, Carol. But grapevines are kind of my jam. That's my thing. That is my love. But I make all kinds of stuff on here, so you'll see me doing all kinds of things. So I put this together. First of all, this is a kit. What you will get in the kit, you will get 2 of these. Look how pretty these are. Then you're going to get 2 of these. Then you're going to get, look at this. Have you guys not seen this? It is so pretty. This is a magnolia, and it is like snowy covered. I don't know if you guys can see how puffy that is. I did not even know that this was this big or this amazing. I fell in love with it when I saw it. I mean, it's got puffiness everywhere, you guys. Absolutely love it. And then I paired this with it. So this is kind of like the birch, and it's got a little bit of the beige and a little bit of the silver. So this is the wreath kit. Oh, and let's not forget our base. But look how pretty. And then our base, of course, we're doing an 18-inch oval. Okay? 18-inch oval. So we're going to put this on here. Super pretty. And it is pinned at the bottom, you guys. And yes, you can click it. Figure that out. So we're just going to put that up here. I kind of trimmed it. Not too overly trimmed because, especially for Christmas, I kind of like leaving my grapevines a little wild. As long as nothing rubs on the back of the door. So run your hand along. If something goes to stab you, chop it off. But other than that, we just went a little bit that way. So we're going to be doing this. This one is actually not going to be hard. Okay. So let's take our tags off first. Yeah, these are nice. This is really snowy. So everything that we're using is snowy. Hey, Renee. How are you? Yeah, so when Sarah was on earlier, I was on there, so I saw you guys. So all these, so we're just taking the tags off right now. All of these have some kind of snow or something. Hey, Donna. I have to take the one off of there. But yeah, you guys, look how big this is. So we're going to use one of these. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is... pine cone's a little loose, so we're just going to give it a little twist to kind of tighten it. No biggie. Happy Friday Eve, right, you guys? And I am turning the pine cones a little bit to the snowier part because I kind of want, right? This is a snowy theme. So we're going with that. We're going with snow. And it's got little baby pine cones, bigger pine cones, and even bigger pine cones. So what we're going to do with this, you guys, is the design. We're going to put one of these in, and then we're probably going to make the bow because I want to leave space. Okay, so we're going to give that little cut. You guys, whenever you guys have to bend the, okay, so I like bending these kind of to the shape of my grapevine. So that's why you see me do that. Don't cut it and then bend it. Always bend it first because it makes it a lot easier. The longer it is, the easier it is to bend. Also, if it's really hard to bend, y'all, just take your table here and just do one of these and work it all the way down. Super easy, okay? Just don't use your good table. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to put this here, and I'm actually going to do one of this bit, okay? So this is going to kind of be, this is going to be like this. The other one's going to be here. We're going to put our magnolia here, and then we're going to add our magnolia leaves. So that's going to be a little bit more like that. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it in there. Okay? I'm trying to make sure that it's running in through the grapevine. Okay? See how I bent it a little bit? So it comes in. Also, you want to make sure you do it at an angle. You don't want to push it in because then it's going to go up the back and then you're going to have to figure out how to move that. So we're going to do that like that. And we are actually going to lift this little pine cone and we're going to zip tie that right there. Oh, zip tie. So Sarah the Wreath Shop, she's got white and black zip ties. But I'm extra, so I tend to get the colored ones. So I have all kinds of colors. So all we're going to do is we're just going to push this zip tie. You could use the white one on here as well, because you're not going to see it. It's going to be underneath this pine cone, okay? So we're putting that right there, and then we're pushing it. And it's going to come out. If you notice, I am not putting the zip tie around it. I'm putting it through the grapevine. That helps hold it better. Okay, if for any reason you ever have a problem with your zip tie, it's not just going to fall off. Okay? Jennings. Oh, I know, right? Well, explain, girl, explain. Okay. The other thing is too, if you're trying to, when you put your floral on here, your spray, first of all, spread these out a little bit, right? But the other thing is, when you do that, wherever you put your zip tie, that can actually help you to bend this even more. But I wanted it at an angle, okay? So we're doing this right now. Then we're going to put the other one, but first, I think we're going to end up, I know, right? We're going to spread these out. Because you see, look on that one, you're just going to turn that around because you want the snowiness towards you. I know I had to go when you were on earlier because I had a box, girl. My FedEx. My FedEx. So you guys, if you see right here, once again, make sure that you're bending this. So I'm kind of just going to put it right here just to see, but I want to put my flower up here, and I'm also going to put a bow right here. So hey Tanika, how are you? But see what I mean, you guys? It makes it so much easier to bend it if you do it when it's long. If you try to do it when it's short, no. No, friends. Okay? So we're going to put this one a little bit higher. Remember, that's a big flower. And that flower is going to go right there. So, I put this higher. You can always do that to measure to see how much room you need. Okay? So I want to make sure I'm positioning this to where it's a little bit more centered. That way we've got this like this. So now we're also going to do a zip tie there, you guys. Once again, you guys, this is a kit. Hey, Tracy. This is a kit. It is pinned at the bottom. Right there, through the grapevine, you guys. Always make sure it's through the grapevine. So we're going to put it around there. And then we're going to push this through. Oh, you see now. I have a vision. I tell Sarah that all the time. I'll pick something and she's like, look at me. I'm like, I have a vision. I have a vision. It's like, trust the process. Okay, you guys. And I haven't cut my zip ties yet just because I haven't tightened it all the way. Okay? So this is what we got. But see? So if you want to make that a little bit more like that, you can. So we got that there. Look at this. You guys, I'm telling you, look at this. I saw this and I'm like, how have I not seen this? It almost looks like it has puffy snow on it. I mean, I cannot explain to you how amazing. I mean, look, it's like thick. It's awesome. I saw these and I'm like, how have I not seen these? I love these. Right? The snow. Okay. So this is like this. We're going to cut this down a little bit. I don't need it quite that long. Right there. And we're going to put that. So because it's going to go down, I am going to bend that just a little bit because I want my flower coming out. I don't want it just to lay flat, especially with all this texture. Also, I don't want it coming out through the back. Come on, man, get in there. Sarah, these grapevines are thick, girl. Hold on. That is not going in there how I want. There we are. Don't you fight me. I will win. Okay? But look at that. See how pretty that is? And now we're going to come in. And now, say you do didn't want this long, you could do this. You could do that. You could cut that piece and bring that piece down here. So, if you didn't want it to extend this far up and you just kind of wanted it a little bit shorter, you could always do it that way too. But that's part of the reason why I kind of did that like that. Okay, so we're going to put, now I'm going to secure that in with the zip tie from the bow. Okay. And now I got 2 of these. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that top leaf. So I'm going to do this bit. And see how this has 2 pine cones? We're going to yank one of those out. And we're going to put it with the sleeve. You're just going to wrap it around. Okay? And also, because we did pull that out, whenever you pull anything, just take your glue gun and add a little dab of glue in there. Pull one of the other pieces out and then push it back in, and that's going to push glue inside and make sure that it stays together. Okay? That way you're not worried like, oh my gosh. No, don't worry, friends. Don't worry. Can I bend this? No, cannot. Okay. So we're going to spread that out. Now, the reason I took this leaf off, so we're going to put one up here. We're going to cut this down a little bit. And see how that has paper like that? When you put it in the glue, see how that paper is going to unravel? When you put it in your glue pot, spin it in the direction of that paper and it'll keep it glued together. Okay? So if you've ever tried putting glue on something and it starts falling apart, just swirl it in the opposite way. Thank you, Patricia. Let's see. Okay, then we're going to come up here. And we're going to add this right about right there. Put that in there. And I'm going to put that leaf kind of behind that pine cone and pull this out a little bit. And we're going to move this little branch over to this side. Because if it's kind of just sticking out on this side here, it's going to look wonky, right? Now, I just grabbed 2 of these magnolias. You could use another one, okay? I should have probably grabbed 3, but that's okay. So now we're going to take this one. And we're going to add this one right down here. Okay. I may move this one leaf. Hold on, you guys. If you do something and it looks like it would look better somewhere else, it's okay. So we're going to leave that one there. We're going to take this 3rd leaf and put it right here. I had 3 out for you and only 2. I know. I thought I grabbed 3. You know, it's fine. It's totally fine. And then we're putting this other leaf right over here. I know. When is it that I don't? Usually I'm like grabbing more. That's okay. It's Totally fine. We're going to put a bow right down here, okay? So now we've got our snowy stuff. We've got magnolia. You just got to hold it there. Stay. Just for a moment. I think I like it better this way, though, with the leaves spread out. Right? You can always spread it out. You know what? I need my needle nose. Get that in there a little bit better. You guys, if you need to push something into the grapevine and it's got glue, use your needle nose. Don't use your fingers. Because if you use your fingers, you're going to end up putting your finger in glue and you're going to be upset. Right? So we got spread out there. Now we're going to take our magnolias here and we're going to spread them down here. Now the other thing is there's going to be a bow that's going to go hanging here. Okay, so don't think it's going to be like, well, that looks kind of weird up here, and then it's down here. As I tell Sarah, trust the process. Thanks, Anika. So we're going to take that one. Once again, we're going to take that other one there. And now we know that we're going to spread these apart. We can pull this other one. So there we go. And same thing as before. We're going to make sure we add some of that glue in there to make sure these stay in place. Thank you. Okay, so it's not going to be a bow that's going to cover stuff. We're going to do a little bit different. You're going to see. Same thing down here. Make sure you just do just a little dab there. Pull that out and push it back in. The reason you pull it out is because it picks up glue, and then when you push it back in, it pushes the glue down underneath. Okay? Thanks, Barbara. No. Y'all, we're doing a bow. Executive decision. We're doing a bow. Okay, once again, we're going to take one of these and we're going to put this around it. So it's going to be a bow. If you guys watched on Wednesday, if you guys saw, I did kind of like a cheater bow, right? It was just one loop and a short tail and a long tail going down. It's going to be that type of bow here. So it's not going to get in the way of this flower. It's just going to be kind of underneath. Y'all wait. There we go. So we're going to put this right here. Okay. And if you notice, I pull a little bit of that on top. That way it's, right? Because we want our leaf hanging out and kind of, you know, it's some in front and some behind. Please show me my bow is not the best. Oh, of course. I'm probably going to end up doing some bows because this isn't going to take very long. Okay, guys. Okay, so we're going to put this, and we're going to put this right over here. Okay? So we actually need, whenever you spread these out, because you're going to put it on the bottom, you're going to spread them now the opposite. So where this, it was spread out this way, this is going to be spread out this way. So it's going to go like this. Yeah, exactly. Sarah knows I'm like, look, girl, look. Okay, so we're going to come in with this. And we're going to go underneath here. And we're going to find a spot there. And you're going to push that in there. Okay. Probably going to push that down a little bit more. Pull that here. So now we've got magnolia leaves here, here. We're not going to put one here because we're going to put a bow that's going to be going down, okay? What I could also do, I could wrap one around there. Ah. Okay. No. Okay. So this has wire on it, you guys. If you pull it out, so what we're going to do, we're going to wrap that. Oh, well, not with that wire, apparently. Hold on. I got more. I hope didn't. Can you please ask her to do a snowy owl similar to last year's? Sarah, hey Dallas. I think the owls are almost gone, Renee. I'm pretty sure we were talking about that, and I think they're almost gone. So, I don't think that that's going to happen. Yeah, see? I thought so. Okay, and all you do is on the back, add a little bit of glue to make sure that stays on, okay? Oh, dang it. That's not what I was going to do. I felt like, hey, Trina. Okay, you guys, I put glue on that, but I didn't really need to put glue on that because I need to wrap this around. Here's this up a little bit there. Okay. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to do a little surgery. Can't see that one anyways. I want Snowy. I know this. They went quick this year. Okay, there we go. I feel better that way. Okay. So now we've got the 3 magnolia leaves here, and we're going to do a bow right here. Gotta run. Okay, see you later. Next year. You're running away till next year? I know. Bye. Everyone say goodnight to Sarah. Oh, thanks, Trina. Oh, awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so if you guys saw what I did the other day on one of the swags, I made like a loop. But this time we're going to do 2 loops. But it's... Okay, let me show you. Okay, so we're going to do... Let's do a 7-inch tail. Let's do a 7-inch tail, and we may need to give that a haircut, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this 6 inches. We're going to make this 6 inches. And we're just going to do 1 tail down, okay? Probably around there. It's about 20 inches. Then we're going to take this. I'm going to take a little one first. Do I ever do lanterns? Yes, I do. I'm going to do a lantern for you guys. I'll talk to Sarah. I'll probably, maybe Thursday. Maybe Thursday I'll do a lantern. She is doing good. She is actually doing, she was doing an install today. Look how pretty that is. Okay. And we're going to turn these loops onto themselves. So, hold on. Hold on. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to come in here right under this flower. Did I put that on backwards? Oh, the zip tie. No, I did not. Okay. We are going to push that zip tie through this grapevine, if it cooperates. Holy Toledo, guys. Hold on. Needle nose. This sucker's going through whether it likes it or not. Alright. Other piece through the grapevine. Thanks, Trina. Remember, I told you guys, it is not going to get in the way. Now, I'm going to take this tail. Come over here, buddy. And it's going to peek out in the back right there. We're going to tighten this like so. And then we have this tail here coming down. So see, we've got a tail here. We've got our loops coming down. It's not getting in the way of our flower. It's not getting in the way of our snowy stuff. So see how this is, hold on you guys. So this is kind of, like to me when I'm looking at it, it's a little bit too much at an angle. So we're gonna, remember what I told you about that zip tie. And that's gonna be a little bit more like that. I think that looks a little better there. So what do you think? Let me take this off. Second the lantern idea. Now I will tell you that on something that is angled like this, because of the weight, I would put a loop on here on the back to hang it so that the weight distributes evenly and then you don't have to worry about it like that. Okay? But look at that, you guys. So we've got our big flower. We've got our bow here that's coming down with the two loops. We've got our long tail that's not really getting in the way of everything. If you want to make this fuller, you can add another spray, another magnolia. I was supposed to grab 3. I only grabbed 2, but you know how it is. You make it work. Thanks, Glenda. Thanks, Donna. Thanks, guys. But yeah, see? See how pretty that is? And we try to make sure, the other thing is when you're doing these, make sure you move some of that greenery so that it's, you know, it's all the way around. But look how pretty, look how snowy, you guys. Look how pretty that is. Thanks, guys. So yeah, I would probably put a loop hanger to distribute the weight better. That's how sometimes, you know, because see, if you do it like that, because of the way that it is, it's heavy, so it's going to kind of lean. So I would do a loop hanger on something like this, just for the weight. See, if you stick it on there, it does that. Tell me that is not pretty. I had a vision. I had a vision. Okay, you guys want to do, let's do a bow. Thank you, Tina. Yeah, and see, that was 2 picks, right? 2 of the magnolias 2 of these, the Magnolia picks, 2 of these sprays, and 1 of this, and look at that. See, y'all? Okay, let's do a bow, you guys. And we're going to use this because this is really pretty. This is really, really pretty ribbon. Okay. So we're going to let's make a big bow. Why not? That's almost a whole roll. Let's do this. Okay, so we are going to do... Let's do 18-inch tail. 18-inch. Like a little loop to hang it on the back. Like you could use either a pipe cleaner or covered wire so that it doesn't hang from the grapevine, it hangs from that little loop. Okay, so 18 inches. We're gonna make a big bow, you guys. We're gonna do the 7.5. Seven and a half. Yeah. Then we're going to cut this about 1/2 inch past the loop. Okay. So one there, one there. So this is on this side, right? So now we're going to do a tail on the opposite side. Do here, and all we're going to do is just a tail. Thank you. I am glad. We're going to come down, and we're going to kind of stagger these tails, okay? So they don't have to be exact. So one may be a little shorter, one may be a little longer. It's totally fine. Okay. Now we're going to come in again, and this time, because we did the bow this way, we're now going to do it on the opposite side. So when you're doing these bows, what I do is I do one side, then the other, so you're alternating all the way through, okay? Come down about 1 inch, 1/2 inch. Doing this, so where this one was 7.5, we're going to do this one at 6.5. Okay, 6.5. Same thing. Make our top tail about 1/2 inch. Raise that up. So now, have you noticed what I'm doing here? See how this is the longer loop on the bottom? This is the longer loop. Then it's the shorter. So if you notice my loops, because it's all one color ribbon, they're going to go like this. Okay, so this way, now this way. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing where we did that one on this side. We're now going to do one tail on this side. Same thing, about 1/2 inch, and it's just a tail. So you're just going to push that down. And you're going to come down here. About there. Okay, so see how pretty that is? So now, same thing, remember, we did our tail on this side, now we're going to do on this side. Going to go down about 1 inch. Same thing on the loops. So this was 6.5, so this one's not going to be 5.5. So 5.5. And 5.5. Tail about 1/2 inch past that loop, and we're going to dovetail. We're going to put that up. So now the same thing, right? We got quite a few tails going. So now what we're going to do is now we're going to finish it off with a bump. Some people call it a loop. I call it a bump. So we're going to dovetail that. Remember, we were on this side, so now we're going to go on the opposite side. What that does is it makes it so that your bow is going to be evenly distributed, so that way when you do these loops, they're going to puff up more, okay? So now we're going to come up here, because remember we did it on that side, about 1/2 inch down, and we're going to do a 4-inch bump. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do 4-inch bump. And tail's going to come down. This is going to be the shortest, so it's probably going to be around 8 inches or so. We're going to dovetail that. And look, we still have a ton of ribbon left. Okay. Set that to the side. Let's grab that and that. So, whenever you go to lift this up, okay, because I have a lot of people going, oh my God, my bow falls apart. Here's what you do. If you're using a bow maker, you slightly lift that up. Now, you're going to take your pointer finger when you go with your kids and go, that one. You're going to put it on this side. You're going to put your thumb on the opposite side. And then you're going to split your fingers underneath in the same way, where you're going to have fingers on each side. The reason you're doing this is because you want a finger on each side. This creates a natural center, or a natural channel through the center there. So when you put your pipe cleaner in, you don't have to move your fingers. So you don't have to worry about this falling apart. But you have to make sure that you are holding this tightly, okay? So, thank you. Okay, so we got this, right? I feel good. I feel good. Once you feel good about it, and you can take as long as you want. Okay, when you're practicing or you're just learning, take however long you need, okay? So once you've got a good grip on this, you lift straight up. Don't angle it, don't do that. No, just straight up. And see? Okay, so now you're going to take your pipe cleaner, or sorry, your zip tie. I say pipe cleaner because a lot of people use pipe cleaners. I use zip ties. And see, I didn't have to move my fingers. I can even move my finger over a little bit to hold that zip tie in place. So now I want to hear the little teeth. Ooh, music to my ears. Goes to the back. See? I can flip my whole hand over and that's not falling anywhere. Now we're going to take our zip tie. Push it through. Try and put it in the center. Move your finger. Okay, there we are. And it's not tight all the way. That's fine. Okay, we just want it snug. Snug, because we still got to move these around. Then, very first thing, I flip it back over. I'll open that up and I put my thumb right there to hold that. Then I come in with my tails. And I always start at the bottom. Okay, so bottom, bottom. Next layer, and next layer. Okay. Now I set this down and I go to my bottom layer, same thing. And I move the tail up and the loop. Now the next layer, tail up and loop. Right there. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. We're going to do the same thing. You start at the bottom layer. There you go. Next layer. Next layer. Top layer. Okay. Now I come back here. I find my zip tie. Where'd it go? Hold, please. Oh, it's white. It blended in. Okay, now I take my needle nose and now I pull this. And because I've done that, it's not going to be lumpy now. Okay? And that's what, see, I haven't even puffed them. But because you separated them and didn't leave any lumpiness in the center, look, it almost instantly puffs. And all you have to do is, sorry, let me hold that there. Hold this down. Cut that off. Now you have that long zip tie. Now see, and all you're going to do is puff. And you're going to make all the loops chubby. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. And look, you could do something like this and use this for a bow topper. Okay, I just did one color because I had so much ribbon. But look at that. Look how long that is. But yeah, you just go in. Puffy. Look. Okay, you guys, that's just with one ribbon. Once again, you guys, so this is a kit. It is pinned at the bottom. You like that? Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. I can put that on something snowy. Ooh, like one of those big lanterns. You could put it on the side and put it, yep. Yup. Okay, you guys. There you go. Okay, y'all. This is a kit. Once again, if you guys watch the replay, you can watch it on here. It'll be on here for about 30 days. Then they put it, it goes on to the YouTube channel of the Wreath Shop. It'll also be on my YouTube channel, the Red Rustic Rose. So several places you guys can watch it. Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Trina. That is it for tonight. Next Tuesday, I'm doing another grapevine. And I'll talk to her. I'll probably end up doing a lantern, something for a lantern on Thursday. Because we haven't done that. And we should. Yes. Yep. If you want to cut them same size, you can. A lot of times I stagger these. So the top, bottom ones will become completely different sizes. So, yeah, absolutely. It also looks better when you use several types of ribbon, because then you can really see all the different colors. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Tina. You too. Okay, you guys, that is it for tonight. So make sure you guys are following the page here, the Wreath Shop, and make sure you guys are following my page, the Red Rustic Rose. We would appreciate it. Okay, you guys, I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.